great congregation. I will praise thee among much people. Let not them that are mine enemies wrongfully rejoice over me. Neither let them wink with the eye that hate me without a cause. For they speak not peace, but they devise deceitful matters against them that are quiet in the land. Yea, they opened their mouth wide against me and said, Aha, aha, our eye hath seen it. This thou hast seen, O Lord, keep not silence. O Lord, be not far from me. Stir up thyself and awake to my judgment, even unto my cause, my God and my Lord. Judge me, O Lord my God, according to thy righteousness, and let them not rejoice over me. Let them not say in their hearts, Ah, so would we have it. Let them not say, We have swallowed him up. Let them be ashamed and brought to confusion together that rejoice at mine hurt. Let them be clothed with shame and dishonor that magnify themselves against me. Let them shout for joy and be glad that favor my righteous cause. Yea, let them say continually, Let the Lord be magnified, which hath pleasure in the prosperity of his servant. And my tongue shall speak of thy righteousness and of thy praise all the day long.
Show me my friends, please. Because we don't know all the enemies. I the one that will stand right beside you. I don't want to soak you like them a lead. So me ask God to protect me head in the streets at night. And all of me enemies, yes, Father God, please shine them a light. Oh, Father God, yeah. So guide me from the bad mind people. Once them way I promise even. Take them away, yeah, away, yeah. Alright, them boy they don't like me. Them wants to be dead, so we know them a fight me. Them boy they don't rate me, so we know them a vex for them gal wanna date me. Enough of them don't like I. Them wants to be down, they don't want to be sky high. But Father God guide I. Enough of them girl love me, tongue smile, oh Father God, yeah. So guide me from the bad mind people. Once them way I promise even. Take them away, yeah, away, yeah. Alright then, all them a watch me, all me a drive past. All them want to logic behind bars. Them too bad mind and them too fast. None of them don't see me first class. Through them just want to see me blood flow. You know the graveyard them want me go. So me beg Father God some man. No bad man can't stop my flow. Oh Father God, yeah. Guide me from the bad mind people. Once them way I promise even. Take them away, yeah, away, yeah. Oh Father God, yeah. Guide me Father, guide me from the bad mind humans. Nah, take them away, yeah, away, yeah. Alright, Father God, show me my friends, please. Let me not know me enemies.
Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension, the world, and all who listen to the street 919 FM. You know, it's a pleasure to be sitting here in the hot seat. What a morning and a day. I'm seeing dark clouds outside, so I am begging you, I am imploring you to take your time on the nation's roads while I am seeing some real madness going on our nation's roads. But I ask you to please, please, please take your time on the nation's roads, because, you know, we want you to be around, right? Let me thank all our sponsors who have been with us this morning. We had Pastor Valentine Garcia and his wife Nikki Garcia with the final hour Bible study on the Street 919 FM. Also, we had Straight and Narrow with Miss Arlene, and I need to go and look for Miss Arlene. I promised her that I would come and look for her. I made that promise, so I have to make time. If not today, tomorrow, please God, to find myself down on Charlotte Street and look for Miss Arlene Mohammed. So anybody listening and close to Miss Arlene, tell her, Pastor Google said, he's going to make some time to come and look for you, Miss Arlene. I know I promised you that I would come. So I will come and look for you, because I know you want to see the young man who behind the controls for your program. All right, so I will come and look for you, Miss Arlene. I promised you that, and I'm going to try to fulfill that promise. All right, after Miss Arlene and Miss Arlene Mohammed, we had Mr. Antoine, and constructive. I can't remember the name of the program now. Is the name of the program? Can't remember right now. Sorry. I try to remember the name of the program, because I'm still studying to go and look for Miss Arlene. All right. So we want to thank all our sponsors, and then after Mr. Antoine, we had Pastor Job, and with Optimum Health. Right. So Mr. Antoine is Conscious Talk. Right. After Mr. Antoine Conscious Talk, we had Mr. Job, Pastor Job, with Optimum Health. Okay, so we want to thank all our sponsors who have been with us from since this morning, even with Mr. Dominic Romain and Bruce Wayne for the program that they had earlier on, also Titans of Democracy. So it's my turn to take you until 2 o'clock, where we have Constructive Talk with me, Pastor Google. Let me say thanks to my aunt sent me something just now, and I want to read it. My aunt sent me a message a while ago, and I really want to all right, and I just want to read what my aunt sent to me. I think it will help somebody. Okay, I think this is it here. All right, so my aunt sent me a poor mind draws in experience. A rich mind swim in solutions. That's a good one, Auntie. I appreciate that one. And then I want to say thanks to Mr. Brathwaite. Mr. Brathwaite also sent me a message, and well, not really, well, sent something, and I want to just acknowledge Mr. Brathwaite. He said, the less you respond to negative people, the more powerful your life become. I want to read that again. I want to say thank you very much, Mr. Brathwaite, for this one. The less you respond to negative people, the more powerful your life become. Let's say that again. The less you respond to negative people, the more powerful your life become. Thank you very much for those inspiring quotes today. I really appreciate them. So Trinidad and Tobago, how are you guys going? So much is happening in Trinidad and Tobago. So much is going on, not just in Trinidad and Tobago, but the world. And I saw a video that I wanted to highlight today. Well, I have two videos I want to highlight today, and one of them is from a video that I saw on social media that I think people need to come on the live. I really want you all to see what is going on our nation's roads. You know, there was a phenomenon that used to happen when I finished work. I used to work the night shift on Street 919 FM. And sometimes when I finish work at 12 midnight and I'm going home, going to south, on the southbound lane, there was a phenomenon where people used to be driving up the southbound lane. I don't know if you all are aware of that. Like, there were some people who used to have some some challenge where, you know, they used to dare certain persons to see if they would go up the down lane. And there was one time, this taxi, I'm going home, and I drop asleep in the car, and the taxi driver wake me up. He said, "Big man, look a man coming up the southbound lane." And I was like, what madness? But there was an incident that happened last night, and I want to show you guys. So if you come on the live, I want to show you this, to show you how people, what is going on, the level of madness that is happening on the roads, boy. So you need to come on the live to see it. I want you to come on the live to see this crazy, really crazy drive that took place last night. So look at this. I can't play the audio because, you know, the shock that the drivers and they were experiencing. But they were shocked on the road. So, you know, their language was like, yeah, you know. So I can't play the language. But what I can do is I can I can take you through what is being showed. All right. So look at this. Come on the live. And I want you to look and see what is happening on our nation's roads. All right? I want you to come on the live and see what is happening on our nation's roads. Right, so if you're on the live, you're going to see it. I'm going to show you it now. You're on the live. Look at this. Look at what is happening on our nation's roads in the nighttime. So police is chasing this car. Police is chasing after this car. This car is speeding. Real chasing them. But when the police pursuing after this car, and the police look like they reach up to the car, you know, there's those I don't know how to describe it, but there's those opening on the highway that you could the police, I don't know how to describe it, but on the highways that there are some little opening where the police just park up. Apparently the man spin there, boy. Spin there and continue going after the police continue going after the car. I don't know if they end up catching up with these guys. I don't know what happened, but the video footage of this is really look at it. It's real movie style thing going on here. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to think. If anybody who looking at it could tell me, give me an idea, what you think about this? What you think about this chase? Number one, what you think about the? I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. In the sense that we are becoming very lawless. We are becoming very, very lawless as a society. And I don't know. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to say. Somebody give me a call, 342-0081, 342-0081, 771-1791, 771-1791, and 466-5391. If you saw the video I just showed on Facebook and on YouTube, and you want to comment on it, you want to see something, I give you that opportunity to share. Again, let me say good afternoon and thank you to all of you joining me on Facebook and on YouTube. It's always a pleasure to have you all with me. So someone on Facebook is saying very lawless. Somebody said the Fast and the Furious. Yeah. Someone is saying they have something in their car they don't want the police to see. Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Hi, good afternoon.
That is total madness, and I believe what could have happened there, the police officer should have called for backup. And they would have been able to pick up with those individuals. And today they would have been able to tell the story.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Total madness.
Thank you very much.
Yes, listen.
Lawlessness, some people saying. Someone saying they're watching too much TV. It's really sad though. It's really, really sad. The values, boy. So, I said I wanted to show you all that because it is, it's something that we need to look at, boy. Look at what's going on in our society and talk about it, I wanted to discuss with you all today something that, would have, I wanted to highlight something. And I'm going to talk about it in a short bit. Let me hit his voice now.
How could I get a live stream on Facebook?
All right, so somebody wants to know how they can get a live stream on Facebook. All you have to do is type in on Facebook, The Street 919 FM. All right, that's all you have to do. On Facebook, all you have to type is The Street 919 FM. and you will get the live stream. So to the person who sent the voice note asking how they will be able to get on the live stream, that's all you have to do.
Aisha, good afternoon.
Okay. That's a program for yesterday. Right, so I wanted to discuss with you. Yesterday, I think it was, I would have had a caller on the line and he was sharing his view on people hungry and people starving, and in the sense that people want jobs, sustainable jobs. People want something, the government need to put something in place for persons who they deem at risk, the at-risk youth, and you hear these things all the time. You hear where the money that the government's spending to do all these other things, take it and put it in the hands of the young people, the youth. The youth need money, they need this and they need that. And I think some time ago I would have played for you a clip from what's his name? Senator Nakid. But I really want to get into that kind of discussion today. All right, let me hear this voice note.
Good afternoon. What could be said? You said it already. We are fast becoming a lawless nation. And we are continuing along that trend. Because on a daily basis, we see the public praising criminals, giving the criminals the opportunity to do as they please. Because as a society, many of us seem to go out of our way to denounce law enforcement, to criticize law enforcement. Nobody must say that we must allow rogue officers to go free, but we go out of our way as a society to condemn law enforcement no matter what they do. But we seem to stay silent when the criminals act. Criminals will be criminals and continue once we as a society, especially we who consider ourselves law-abiding, continue to say and do nothing to condemn, criticize, and rein in the criminal elements of society within our communities. So we shall continue to be lawless until people change their attitude to seek better for the future of our generations coming up. It's all about the people. It's not the government. People are the ones to help fix the problem. The government is there to help support the people to help fix the problem by passing policies and legislations and laws. But no matter how much laws are passed, if people are not willing to follow them and abide by them, it will make no sense. The maths will never add up. Simple as that.
All right, thank you very much, caller. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, Pastor Google. I want to agree with that caller 100%. I want to tell my police officers, you all go out there fearlessly. You all are acting on behalf of us, the good citizens, right? And we depend on you. Go out there with your body cams so that nobody in the streets can come and bring any kind of false accusations against you. But do your jobs fearlessly. Now, Pastor Google, the Parliament is the highest court in the land. And when I tune on and I listen to the parliamentary channel with the debate, I am seeing parliamentarians, legislators, only talking about the rights of the criminals. They're not talking about the rights of the victims at all. They are nowhere in the equation. Nowhere in the equation. So these guys are emboldened. Because they're not stupid, you know. They're watching, they're listening, they're hearing. So when you go and you fight for their rights, and you're not thinking about the victims, what do you think will happen? They will continue with their foolishness. I listened to the news by Vanessa just now there, where a young man doing a good job, right? A legitimate job, hiring, carrying out taxi work. They held him up, took away his car, everything from him. What has happened to him? And the police go after them, and any one of them gets shot down or whatever. What happened? The whole country come down on our police officers, and the victim then left penniless and so on. So these are the kind of things, Pastor Google. We have to stand up and support our police officers. And officers, I salute you all 100%. Go out there fearlessly, right? Go with your body cams. Thank you very much.
Hello, good afternoon.
Blessed day to you, Pastor Google. All right. We're really in a sad state. Morality gone and we live to an island country.
When you say when you say morality has gone, I want to just keep you on the line a little bit, right? Because you are elder.
Yeah.
You are an elderly man. You not know, you know, spring chicken, yeah, elderly guy, right? And when I hear you say that morality has gone in society, now I'm sure that you would have instilled certain morality in your children and in your grandchildren.
My grand, yes.
I'm sure about that. You would tell them the right from wrong. You would explain to them how to behave in society, what is expected of them. You know, but when you look at what's happening now, and let me tell you something, you know what is really sad, and sometimes I would hear one of my colleagues saying it, and sometimes she say it with such concern that if some of the elders in society not holding a standard, you really expect the younger ones to?
But in a sense, not with a broad brush.
No, that's what I say, some of the elders.
Right, but what I experience in the quasi with these young fellas and them, even the little girls and them, it's not easy. They run down a little fella to beat him in a different uniform. 3 of them run him down. I just bought a phone card in the mobile there. The little fella nearly bounced me down, so I had to shift my body and stuff. I went to corner him, and I realized they're going and beat up on him. I said, man, we're only doing all this school uniform with 10 books in English. They know my great-great-grandmother and so on, and they start shooting me. I had to put my back against you because I let them little fellas come in to do me no harm. And let me tell them straight up, as a brown belt, a third group brown belt, so you don't know what's going on. And I don't stop training. Look down at you for me, brother.
Okay.
You have a safe and blessed day.
So this man that I'm about to show you here is a senator in our parliament. In our Senate, this guy he debate laws, he vote on laws, and he is a senator, opposition senator in our Senate. And I want you to listen to him. And this is where my conversation starts with you today. Listen to this.
$21 million into our next thing, only giving money away to your contractors and financiers. Where the money for the people? Poverty? The solution to poverty is putting money in people's hands. It's putting training skills in people's hands. No pretense of that. So you paying $28 million into a building and then going and give people some bare minimum education, fooling black people. By fire burn all here, Fitzgerald Hines, Skid Rowley, fire burn all here. But he get...
Come and finish the road up in Extension William Street. We need it finished. Don't hold back. Because them is the people voting you.
Hear what? The people in the ghetto know all about PNM. The people in the ghetto know that only on crap. So Fitzgerald Hines, you could come and talk a pack of shit all the time. Everybody know that all they don't mean well for black people. All they want to see black people, children, working in fast food outlets. That is the bar for black people, children, all they have. But I hear David Naked with UNC will come in the corridor, not like before, not on nominal effort. We come in substantive in the corridor to fix this thing. I'm telling all your people at Trinidad and Tobago, fix the corridor, you fix Trinidad and Tobago. Poverty, if it was a man, I would kill it. Remember that. Love in the house, all the time.
There's a senator, and I want to apologize for the language. All right? I want to apologize for the language used by the senator.
Yo, voice of the one called Jazzy, blazing the gospel with Pastor Google.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
All right, so I want to, please excuse the language. I apologize. But there's a senator. And you know, the sad thing about it is that it's not youths behind him, you know, it's elders behind him. It's not people my age who behind him, you know. It's elders, and that is so, it's so sad. You have a senator, there's a senator, you know. Hear his language. Hear how the senator puts across his point. So my question today is, I want to hear from you, and I want to hear from people who agree, people who disagree. I want to hear how he said put money in people's pocket. So just put money in people's pocket. Substantial. He's saying that the training that the young people getting is not substantial. So I want to hear from you today. Those of you who agree and those of you who disagree. If you agree with David Naked, and I'm trying to grapple my mind around it, and I know I may not be able to understand it, but you see, we have people who listen to the program who agree with what David Naked had to say. Do you all know that? That there are people who listen to this program and listen to programs and agree with David Naked? Are you all aware of that? So I want to apologize for the language, but there's a senator, and I'm telling you that there are people who accept and agree with David Naked. There are people like that.
Pastor Google, we have two sets of criminals. One with the gun and the other one with the pen. All in asking the politician, the police to lock up the ones with the pen. Why all in asking crime is crime? Who is the two persons under was a part of a pedophile ring? Who is the short, stocky Rasta man for the last two guys who escaped from the home? Although you're watching one side of the criminal, we have the criminals with the pen too. Where is the opportunity to go and work in KFC McDonald's, Pizza Boys, TGI Friday, go Canada and pick apple and live in a garage, go on the cruise liner and work like slaves on the slave ship. Where's your opportunity? We live in abject poverty in Trinidad and Tobago. Under administration run here for 30 years. $1 trillion. No development into the depressed communities. In a dilapidated state by a corrupt regime. This present regime, corrupted. Only seen about their friends and their financiers. As Abu Bakr stated, this place will explode. Because the same thing going on in Syria, where one family have all the wealth and the power, same thing going on in Trinidad and Tobago. All of them wake up and keep on with this yellow and red and see how far it will take us. Pastor Google, we have two sets of criminals in Trinidad.
So I'm getting ready to go for a break and come back. When I come back from the break, I'll take your calls.
Friday. It's all about Fire Mood Soca Fridays with MC Duke and Selector Kochi from 6 straight to 9 p.m. blazing all the latest and past soca hits. So remember, make it a line, make it a day, rock and come in, you know. It's all about Fire Mood Soca Fridays on the Street 919 FM. You don't know.
Salam. The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under commanding General Yahana will be on the street 91.9 FM every Monday from 7:05 p.m. to 8 p.m. bringing you the truth according to the Bible. The ISUPK is a non-profit faith-based community organization that will respond to the plagues that's affecting blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We also have programs such as education, both adult and youth, food distribution, rehabilitation, both drug and alcohol, mentoring, counseling, and spiritual support. Remember, tune in every Monday on 91.9 FM, 7:05 p.m. Shalom.
In Trinidad and Tobago, there are so many things to talk about. Social issues, injustice, child abuse, domestic violence, political scandals, and much more. On HOTP, we will cover all that and much more. Don't forget, you can catch us every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday nights from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Facebook and Instagram. Hot off the press. Hot topics, no filter.
This is Wayne Delamore, Head Consultant and Director of Natural Health Solution. With over 15 years of experience in clinical nutrition and microscopy, we specialize in early detection and prevention. We incorporate evidence-based nutrition and science-driven analysis. Tune in to our educational program every Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. right here on the street 91.9 FM. For appointments, call 222-2189 or 304-5816. At Natural Health Solutions, we offer a natural solution to healthy living.
Good about I'm looking like it real bad.
Are you ready for that boat experience again? The Sea Champion and the Embassy say book with us for that unforgettable boat ride experience. Sea Champion leaving from King's Wharf, San Fernando, and the Embassy leaving from Breakfast Shed, Port of Spain, or Westside Trinidad. For more information, call 399-5959 to 814723 or email us at coralvisiontt@gmail.com. Book now and reserve your cruise.
Hey, that boat, I look like it's on to it.
This is Bishop Aaron Williams from the Divine Problem Solving International Ministries, inviting you to be part of our broadcast on any given Thursday night from 12 midnight right on to 5 a.m. on Friday morning. And this broadcast is called Early Morning Gospel Market Program. Then we have on Tuesday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. the Holy Ghost Gospel Pharmacy. If you are sick and ailing, you can get from this particular pharmacy, from the pharmacist, the good things of life. Hallelujah. And any Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, break into the host of the Philistines. Hallelujah. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, hearing the babel of false doctrines that you encounter daily, it's about time you get close to God, God's word, direct from his throne room, in the name of Jesus.
God has good plans for his people. Why do you worry so much?
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
You are invited to join Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at number 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande, for the Old Time Gospel Hour Family Radio Ministry every Sunday from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Check out the Children's Hour Worship Ministry of the Word and the Family Forum every Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. The Law and You every Friday evening from 9 a.m. p.m. to 5 a.m. All night prayer live on the Street 919 FM, designed with you in mind. This program deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You will also be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He had showeth the main and what doeth the Lord require of thee, but to do justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with thy God. Your financial support through the First Citizens Bank will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222. In the name of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly. For further information, call 753-1133 or email us at church668hope@gmail.com.
Negative people. Oh gosh. Negative quitters never win. So even when I reach the edge, I lie my fingertips across the ledge. I won't give up, no, won't give up. I wanna reach where the air is red, hear the angels sing. Winners never quit, and quitters never win. Oh yeah.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
All right, so I'm back with you, Trinidad and Tobago. I'm back with you. So, you would have heard Mr. Naked. You heard the voice nota. You heard what... So you understand the context in which I want to have the discussion this afternoon. So we just have an hour or less to discuss with you. And I want to say congratulations to the family of Rashorty I. About 2 hours ago, I believe it was. They would have renamed a street after Rashorty I in San Fernando. So there's a street, I think we would have normally call it, what is it? But Penitent Street, I believe. So Penitent Street has been renamed to Rashorty I Street, or Shorty Street. So they have, I think they have renamed Penitent Street, I believe, from what the looks of the picture that I'm seeing, to Rashorty I think. All right, so let me go to the phone line. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Going once. All right, you're not ready. All right, so I'm taking your calls. 342-0081. 342-0081. 771-1791. And 466-5391. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google.
Hi.
Pleasant afternoon, Tabakit here.
Uh-huh.
It is Short Street. That is by Ishmael and Candia.
Okay, all right. So it's Short Street. Yeah, I know where it is. I know where it is. Right.
It's Short Street.
Okay, so it's Short Street. They have renamed Rashorty I Street.
Yes, sure, you're right. They changed it there.
Beautiful.
I was just traveling in a car and I said, look, let me give you proper information.
All right, thank you.
Before I go, I want to say hello to someone who, perhaps sometimes, you have a little loggerhead, but it's when you meet a person in real face-to-face. You see that Rasta woman, Jennifer Fredericks. Yesterday I met her with Brother Wendell Eversley with the wreath laying ceremony in front of the Parliament.
Mm-hmm.
And I must say she's a wonderful woman. I never met her before. You hear people with tit for tat on the radio, and when you meet people out of, that comfort zone, and you now meet them with the beatitude, you realize. So I want to say to, if she's listening, Sister Jennifer Frederick, I know she's one of your top callers here in this particular segment. So I want to say, dear sister, it's a pleasure to meet you. Pastor Google, continue doing your good job. Yeah, God bless you.
Thank you very much. All right, so let me thank Mr. Tabakit for that correction. Because I was trying to judge it from looking at the picture, because I didn't get the proper name. So I want to thank Tabakit for that correction. So really looking at it now, it's really Short Street. All right, so they have renamed the Short Street in San Fernando to Rashorty I Street. Right. Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon.
I want to speak a little about David Naked.
I want you to talk about the topic. I want you to really zero in on David Naked.
Topic.
All right.
You have no gratitude. You have no thanks in him. He's the one who the taxpayers' money bringing from Lebanon. And he's very ungrateful at this present moment. If a person who is in Senate sitting to see about the fears of those who put him there and to represent, he seems to be not a senator, but a sitter that when you're in a classroom, you could walk out and go where you were and come back. He's not a representative as a senator to anyone. And it seems as though not everything that a person eat and drink will nourish the body. And the proper punch that he's drinking affecting that brain. Right now, listen.
Okay, I don't know what happened there, caller. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, Gary.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Hi.
You hear me?
Yes, loud and clear, caller.
Yes. Full-time caller. I always try to get through your program. I know it's so difficult to get through, so I say, let me just try this time and see what's going to happen. Yes, I want to get a chance if I can get to meet you at some point in time. Is it possible?
Well,
You hear me?
Yeah, caller, go ahead, make your contribution. We'll see what can happen.
I'm not hearing. Hello, you hear me?
Caller, you hearing me?
Yes, you hear me?
Yes, caller, go ahead and make your contribution, please.
Hello?
All right, I don't know what's happening there, caller. You need to try and... You have to listen to me on the phone and not on the radio.
Caller! Pleasant good afternoon, Pastor Google. And that caller is so right. I give her 1,000,000 points. If there's a country, let's say we're living in a country where there's 1 billion people, right? All of us living on an island, and we only have 10,000 mischievous person who involved in mischief. What is the right thing to do? What is the God-like thing to do? Get rid of the 10,000 so that the billions others, the 900 and something thousand million people will do the right thing. And that is how God lead by example. He get rid of the wicked people on the earth. That is how he does do his stuff, right? So these are little people who doing mischief in this country. The few, I think it's high time to get rid of them. And the problem in this country, I just always say, in the judiciary system and the politicians who have lawyers defending these criminal elements. So UNC can never be a good party for this country because they're all supporting criminal elements in the courts, right? Never. So everybody who talking about, and how I say too, some of these UNC people, the fanatics, they ain't too right in the head of them, they're too smart. They're coming out robbing you UNC people, but you're putting your finger by the rising sun. You might depend by the rising sun, and then you see, the same person you put your finger for, going in court and representing the same person who robbed you, and you telling me you smart and pay them that stuff, like whatever now, foolish people. You the smart one, when you kill yourself, you vote for people to kill you. You vote for people to murder your family and defend them in court. You vote for that, and you telling others UNC is the right way to go, and use the smart people in this country. Come on. Pastor Google, I'm sorry, you know, but forgive me for saying it. Please. Those kind of callers, I feel sorry for them, you know. And I tell you, go and get education, have common sense, get wisdom from the Bible, from God, ask God for wisdom. But some of them tell themselves they have age, the line they block, they know it all. They have the whole of common sense. They have the whole of street smart. But as hell, you know, they're not smart at all. No, they're feeling it now. You know why they're feeling it? I'm going to tell you why all they're feeling it. Little black boy. I'm going to tell you why you're feeling it now. Kamala never give all you no permanent work. I've stayed it over and over for years. Or you didn't pick up on it. She give all you color me orange. $40 or $60 a day. Light spot. A little go and get her $60 a day and sit down and eat her food. But she made sure, she give all of them Tanti who have no education, big man, no education. She gave Tanti a yellow school bus to drive, and Tanti was getting problems to get her registered, to get her insurance for the transport children. But she makes sure she get them permanent work. Government change her permanent work still. All you stupid little black people, you don't listen to that alone, boy. When are you gonna wake up, boy? When? They don't like all you, boy. Because if you like all you, should give all the same opportunity. Man and make sure to give all the same opportunity. Give all them to go in UE. I'll do a little trade work. A little certify in trade. And in school. So all you could open all your own construction industry. So all you could be the subcontractors and make some big money. But no. All you like to do blockchain. Blockchain is temporary. Black people, you wake up now, boy. I'm fed up all you, boy. You wake up, please, now. They never like all it. They never give all no permanent position. All the food feeding programs, they give it to them in the south. Because they don't want all their feeding their children. That is permanent work in the government. Because the state know they have contract with them. They give all your color me orange, like temporary, like they call them take programs, learn some, do some school work. What is a program? It's something temporary. A program. But they make sure they get themselves contracts. And it's contract, something that renew every 5 years. Or you'll do some education, or you're gonna learn something, black people, boy. Where is the work now? You know why? The work finished. Because if Kamla they give all your good job, government come or government go, or you will still hire all your work today. Or you don't have none. Or you talk about life because it's the best thing. But or you don't have no work today. But yeah, the school bus running with all the East Indian in the south though. The children, the family have 5 and 6 cars in the yard, and they still get a free job off the backs of taxpayers. They don't pay no tax. They want to pay no tax. They want to even pay VAT just now. They talk about remove the VAT too. So they don't pay property tax. They don't pay no type of tax. And all they want is want. Off the backs of public servants who comprise of many dominated by Afro-Trinidadians. Oh, they'll wake up there, boy. Or they're waking up at all, little boy. Take the opportunity. They give all the opportunity to go in agriculture. Now, take that run. Or they can plant acres of plant livestock plants. Or you can't plant, boy. Plant now, boy. Do something. The Venezuelans are coming here. And they are selling Arepa on the junction. No matter how little it is, eventually that might evolve into a big business once they get customers. Or you just really think little, you know, you might get $200,000 buck trade. How long that would be? Look for the permanent work. Chakwana, that I was telling people, Chakwana was stupid, you know. Chakwana, make sure you get them people cable, take the pull on the highway. That way them look for work that can even always be renewed. Or you're looking for program. We got a little program and we get a little $60 a day too, and I'll get sign in and go home and I like.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Hi, good afternoon.
I feel what we have to do in this country, and we have to do it very drastically. We have to re-educate the African men in this country. Because why I'm saying this, most of the deaths in Trinidad is the African men. And if we don't do something, we're going to lose a generation. What the person was talking on the voice message, he was correct. These people came to us and said that they have the solution for this country. But they use the voting finger of the African men because they have the strong base. And anytime they get into power, they always say, we have it in the bag, that we do ourselves, and then we get them out of scrums. Because most of the people and them who just say, Kamla thief, but she made sure we eat, is the African men. And let me tell you, well, we lost with trading experience. We lost with skill to fight. We lost with skill to talk. We get so hasty and angry. And look, yesterday was the anniversary of the 1990 And still, we ain't learned after all these years. It have a certain group of people that use the black man. You see, I hear call it the black man because what to eliminate the black man, you could get into the family and you could separate the family. The aim is the young men who are today, who is going into the manhood, it have other people telling them how to live, how to eat, and how to grow. And once they get in the clutches of these people and them, it will be a problem. Look what's going on in Port of Spain. Who you see putting tiles and burn the road out in the opening? Who it is? Who it is? The Laventille, they give them trade food. And they rather beg for something than to go and look for a trade than to help themselves.
All right, caller. I have a caller holding. Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Papa J. What's up? The topic. Mr. Lake, the contents of what he just said. You know, them thing that's blown up my ears, right? Because, you know, here we are struggling to try to get... You ever realize that when PNM people, PNM supporters speaking about the country and about whatever, always be destroying, educate yourself, brother. Educate yourself. You see, the whole mood of Barbara and now the opposition and them is for you to stay dumb so that I could come and save you. Papa G, you know how long I hear in this word ground and grassroots? Like if it never grew into trees, like if they never come off the ground, I mean, it's like generation after generation staying on the ground. And I tell them, ask them, what did I tell the child? How you go come on national radio as a senator? God forbid. And talk about the programs that they're giving them with nothing. Well, what is that? There's a kind of treason there. You understand? How could you pronounce that to people? Everything takes time, and when you study something, you know something other than this index finger we're using to squeeze. If that all you know, what you want to do, what you want to come out in society to do. So, a portion of youth had to educate themselves, and all you have to stay where all is, so that the portion of youth who educate themselves to run the government, to do what they have to do, all you have to stay there so them can come and bring money for you. All you make it make sense. All you make it make sense and rise up out of that slum and
I want you to listen. I'm going to play a video in a little bit. I want you to listen to it. I want you to go onto the Facebook page or the YouTube page and listen to it, look at it, listen to it.
All right, cool.
All right.
It's no fear, Papa G. Let me get somebody else.
Thank you. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you and all the 91.9 callers and who are online and everything. Pastor Google, this is what our parliament have reached to.
Yeah.
This is what they're encouraging our youth into. I am a pensioner talking to you now. This is what they're encouraging our youth to. Pastor Google, this is where we reach.
Yep.
Nothing the government could do to say it could stand up in this country. My God, we sad, you know, reaching a sad situation state, you know, Pastor Google.
Yes.
My God, Pastor Google, God bless you and Tobago, you know.
Boy.
And I think this is the only reason why that we are surviving. I regularly listen to your program anyway, and I don't switch on 91.9 at all.
Thank you.
I listen to all the programs, right, from morning till evening.
Thank you.
Yeah, and Pastor Google, so sad to see where we have reached in this time. This has to be the last time that we're living in, Pastor Google. This has to be the last time that we're living in. It can't be nothing else. Because anything the government offer them, it ain't good enough. Somebody will come up and come and look at what David Naked come up and talk this afternoon there. I listen to the video where you say there. Right? And look at when you come up and talk, Pastor Google. Pastor Google, come on, and your house are gone.
Thank you very much.
Have a blessed day, my brother.
Thank you. Hello, good afternoon. Okay. All right, so look at this video. And this is what we're talking about. Then I'm going to play some voice notes because I see some voice notes coming through. But look at this video of this young man, and I want you to listen. And this is what I should say scares me, you know. But this is how what they've are just tying in what David Nakid said to what this young man has to say. And I want you all to watch. You all need to watch and listen. And that's why I want to have the conversation, because and we haven't narrowed into the conversation, and we haven't gotten into how to deal with this. Listen to this. Look at this. Listen to it, and you tell me what you think.
To the people that are living in my country, right? What the oil and honest someone talking about. When the PNM took over, right? They say, Kabla clean all the treasury. It had no money in the treasury, right? But let me explain something about Tanti Kabla, right? Watch it. Let's say this bag is of potato chips, right? This represents the treasury, right? Sweet and chips. Here, hold that. Here, hold that now. You go fix this. Hey, you go do that, right? You understand, right? I ain't say she thief from the treasury, yeah? You're saying that. But if so, at least she share.
You know, you hear his example. I want you to come on the live, you know, and look at the example, you know. Listen, watch. I'm going and play it again. Listen.
People that are living in my country, right? What the oil and honest someone talking about. When the PNM took over, right? They say, Kabla clean all the treasury. It had no money in the treasury, right? But let me explain something about Tanti Kabla, right? Watch it. They say this bag is of potato chips, right? This represents the treasury, right? Sweet and chips. Here, hold that. Here, hold that now. You go fix this. Hey, you go do that, right? You understand, right? I ain't say she thief from the treasury, yeah? You're saying that. But if so, at least she share. You understand what I'm saying? But let me tell you about Kid Roll, you know. This is the treasury. What's up? Just now. Take your time. Just now. Tech. Oh God, he's not now. Just now. Better trend. Give me that better trend. Give me that. Oh God, PTSD, oh God, I know you bunch shut it down over the place. Oh God. Just give me some time now. Give me some time. Pensioners. Oh God, I gotta get on so. But wait now. My time almost up, boy. Ministry I work so that. Hold that. They go fix on the place now. Let me look good. You understand what I'm talking about?
For a fall in oil price, and I want to tell you something. What is saving this country, in addition to the oil and gas sector, are two other very, very important sectors. The petrochemical sector is going crazy. When you look at the price of petrochemicals, fertilizers like urea, methanol, ammonia, etc., some of these products, the price has tripled over the last 12 months. And what that is doing is bringing substantial additional revenue into the treasury from the petrochemical companies. In fact, we're getting over $1 billion, maybe as much as $2 billion more in 2022 than we budgeted from the petrochemical companies. That's not going to stop because COVID has done a lot of damage to the productive capacity of petrochemical plants all over the world. That's going to take several years for them to recover. So there's a shortage of fertilizers all over the world. In fact, there was a very interesting development recently where fertilizer companies in the United States claimed that petrochemicals made in Trinidad, urea, ammonia, etc., were being dumped in the United States at prices below cost and were damaging these petrochemical companies in the States. But when the commission or whoever it is they have that deals with dumping did their evaluations and they listened to what the company said, they said we agree with you. You can't compete with Trinidad and Tobago. So they put what is called countervailing duties on Trinidad and Tobago petrochemicals of over 100%. So they decided to tax the petrochemicals made in Trinidad and Tobago. I think in one case it was 162%. They add on 162% in countervailing duties. And they said by adding that amount of duty to our petrochemicals, we would then be on a level playing field with American producers of fertilizers, etc. You know what happened? The farmers in the United States say, no. We can't afford that. We don't agree with you. We don't think that Trinidad and Tobago's fertilizers are being dumped in the United States. We need their fertilizer. We want to buy Trinidad and Tobago fertilizer. We're not buying yours because yours is too expensive. And they went to an entity in the United States called the Fair Trading Commission, or the Fair Trade Commission. There's some name like that. And that is a higher body. And would you believe they overturned the ruling of the lower body and they brought the duty back down to zero? The reason is that the productive capacity for fertilizer production in the world is no longer what it used to be. And that's why fertilizer prices are 2 and 3 times what they were 12 months ago. So that's going to continue whether the oil price goes down or not. What is also going to help us is gas prices, natural gas. Because I have lived through a period in this ministry when I saw the price of natural gas drop to below $2 per unit. It's called a MMBTU, $1.70. Now at $1.70, we're losing 90% of the revenue we expect to get. I now see gas being sold in the United States at over $8. Yesterday I looked at it, it was $8.50. So that is more than 4 times what it was in that period. I think that was 2017 I saw that. I also know that in Europe, the price of natural gas is $25 a unit. And in Japan, it's $50 a unit. So our LNG facility sells gas to the United States, not so much anymore, just about 10 or a little more than 10% of our natural gas goes to the United States. The rest of it goes to Europe and the Far East, where you're fetching $25, $30, $40, $50. Now, think about that. That's 20 or more times what the price of gas was in 2017. Unfortunately, we don't benefit from those prices in Europe and the Far East in the way that we should. That's all under discussion right now. I wouldn't go into that because the Ministry of Energy is handling that, and I don't want to, get involved in their business. But we are deriving additional revenue from the prices in Europe and Japan, and hopefully we will get a bigger share. But just from the US price of $8, that is also providing significant additional revenue. Now, natural gas is a clean fuel. It's a preferred fuel to oil. It's not as polluting as oil. It's on the way to the green economy in terms of this whole climate change movement. So I don't see the price of natural gas going back down to $2 or $3.
Because it's in high demand. It will be in high demand.
I see it, yes. Because countries all over the world are moving away from oil, from coal, and other dirty forms of energy, and moving into cleaner forms like natural gas. So I see substantial revenues continue to come from natural gas. I see substantial revenues continuing to come from petrochemicals. And because we have been extremely conservative, I see we are going to meet our targets in terms of oil revenue. But one other thing, what has also saved this country is the resilience of the non-oil sector. You'll be amazed. Years ago, the energy sector would contribute 50% of our revenue and 50% of our GDP and more, 60%. There were times when the oil and gas sector contributed 60% of our revenue, and the non-oil, the other things, the financial services sector, construction sector, agriculture sector, manufacturing sector would contribute 40% of our GDP. And that's not too long ago. That's within the period of the former government that was so. You know what it is now?
Tell me.
The non-oil sector is now, it's reversed. So
Really?
The non-oil sector is now, yes, and that has been so for the last 4 years because of all the concessions and incentives we've given to the non-oil sector, our non-oil sector is now more than 50% of our GDP. That's another thing that annoys me, that our economists don't do this analysis. And they just keep talking without facts, because we're in a situation where our non-oil sector is vibrant, our petrochemical sector is vibrant, our natural gas sector is vibrant. So if the price of oil drops, which it will, we will suffer some loss of oil revenue. But I see good times ahead for the Trinidad and Tobago economy.
Minister.
You're surprised by that video? Who's surprised by that video? That video shows exactly the type of people the UNC and the PDP attracts. People who lack no common sense. People who believe, hey, I don't care if your thief wants to give me something. If I hold something, you go ahead. These are the people who want the UNC to get back into power in governance. They don't care if they get 10 cents or 5 cents once they get something and they don't have to work for it. So why are we surprised? And that's why I say again, the UNC and the PDP is not the problem, you know. Their political affiliates are the problem. Is the many thousands of people that support them and continue to support them, knowing the facts of their corruption, their deceit, and their behavior. This is the problem, people. And the lack of ability to think. That is the problem in this country. And once they have people like that, the maths will never add up. These are people who never finish school, who don't believe in education because they have to get it however, wherever they can. Education is not the key. Money, just give me money and put it in my pocket. I go sit down on the block, take 2 pull, and money go come to me. Work go come to me. Education go come to me. Sensibility go come to me. I don't have to move. The government have to move the mountain and bring it to me. I don't have to go by the mountain and carve out no way. That the government to do. I must be able to relax and be free. That is the type of people the UNC and the PDP want. And if the sensible people in this country don't start to open the mouth louder than these minority recalcitrants, we will continue to lose. We don't losing already.
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon again, Papa G. Well said, voice note. Well said. I can hardly add to it. But I just want to talk to Bag of Chips now, Papa Google. Bag of Chips now, right? Easy seeing Bag of Chips. So you agree that Kamala was eating, gain one, gain only one, eating four, gain only one. And Dr. Rowley now, the bag of chips was empty, dumb boy. Okay? It didn't have no chips, so it's gas here was here. It's gas you end up with this. I want you end up with. I do they have to do the maths properly. Voice noter. This is the language. This is how that is how they just have to I don't even know what to say. That is how they have to communicate with members of the illiterati, if you understand. I the language them just talk. You hear the difference, you hear the breakdown. Brother Coleman, but give it there, right? Papa G.
Yeah.
That is how the leaders do it. Let me tell PNM some people something else here today. You see this bashfulness all you have about supporting the PNM, and it gets fed up with Papa G boy. But you raise all your head high and pitch all your chest and say, well, you had a future. Because bag of chips boy is gassy end up getting big boy. The chips was empty, boy. Later.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Yes, sir.
You know what my thought pattern is? Every time the PNM comes back into power, they always have to save the country. So they'll end up putting money away to save the country. And if by chance another party comes in, they most of the time spend the money. I listened to that interview yesterday with Rhoda Barrett and Colin Members. And we're getting a little thing. They could put a little bit away and fix us before they leave too much. And the illiterati happen to come back in. and have plenty to teach. You understand?
I hear you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I hear you, sir. I hear you loud and clear.
So who tell you the PNM and thieving and corrupted? The PNM is thieving and corrupted. So it's two of the lesser evil, so that's why we don't want none of them. You fed up. You call us and them boy, they like the PNM ain't do nothing wrong. I call earlier on and stated that but Box Drain and is like UNC only in power 5 years.
It's only 5 years UNC was in power for?
Pande is out of 5. Like 10 years. How much years the PNM in power? So he was good all the time then. So this country was good all the time.
You know, I would like for this voice noter to send, you see, in corruption, send the corruption, list out the corruption. You see how we could list out the corruption? People could list out live sport. People could list out a whole lot of stuff. A whole lot of stuff. People could point out that we have question that was questionable. We have the former Attorney General who is before the court. We had the Solicitor General who had an issue with the way he was operating in the office of Attorney General. And the money and $1.4 billion in legal fees. We could point out corruption. But how it is, you come in and you're being so bold and confident that you could talk about corruption under this government. Tell us, what is the corruption? Where is the corruption? Who in the corruption? And point it out. Just like how we could point out where the Solicitor General had a problem with $1.4 billion in legal fees, we want you to point out to us the corruption. So we could pull back live sport and we could play for you all the list of things that Ms. Bissessa said that was corrupt under live sport. We would like for you, voice noter, point it out. Point it out. And if you have a problem with the yellow and the red and you're saying that you want a change, you talk for the change you want. Who is the change you're pointing us to? Who is the change? All right, you're saying that there needs to be a change and we want a change. Who is the change you're pointing the nation to? Okay, nation, the red and the yellow is the problem, but here what? The green or the black or the orange is the solution. And this is the solution that they are offering. Come and bring a difference in your conversation now. You're not doing that, sir. You're not doing that. What you're doing is you're sending voice notes so that whoever have to pay you for sending your voice notes will be hearing you and paying you accordingly, apparently. Apparently that is what it is, because if you're saying to me the red and the yellow is not the solution and you want to point us to a solution, at least give us what the solution is presenting. One solution tell you blatantly, you know. One of the solutions said to us, why you don't thief and give the people money to paint their house. That is what one of the solutions say. Huh? You can't remember that? And that's my issue. My issue is that you want to come and condemn my callers. You want to come and condemn everybody, the red, the yellow. Okay, and I do have an issue with that. And let me tell you something. Voice noter. And every one of the listeners who are listening could tell you that if I could have not play a voice note, to be real. That's the democracy that you have. That you could send your voice note that is so anti everything that people are saying, but you still get an opportunity to share it. Even though you want to make us sound as though we're so stupid and as though you brighter than us now, we are allowing you to say it. But here what I'm saying to you, you're saying red and yellow is the issue, then please share with us. What is the solution? Who we running with? Who? The green? Who? The orange? Who? The light blue? Who? Tell us.
Pastor Google, good afternoon. Don't bother with them. Don't bother with them at all. He can't point out nothing. Nothing he can't point out. He has credits on his phone, so he feel to talk. Don't bother with he.
Pastor Anil, if you listen to them voices, you can tell it's black men who speaking them kind of stupidness in them. Listen to the voice good, Pastor. You could hear it's black men talking as that nonsense. But some black people will never learn. They will never learn.
Pastor Google, good evening. You don't make sense. You're bright and you have common sense, you know. You understand? Because if he could come on the live and talk that stupidness, which is Mr. Naked, that means he do no kind of research at all. Because if he did do research, he would have seen the government put programs in place for the same stupidness he will come and talk about, eh? Not so? But you see, and the bad thing about this is the kind of people behind him prepping him, you know. Prepping him in the back of him, you know, and taking a gullible to that, you know. He's elderly behind him, gullible to that stupidness, you know. So them is just as he, right now is he and Arnold fighting for first place in stupidity, you know. I don't know who outdo who.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google. Pastor Google, that is one dotish black man. I don't like using these words, you know, but trust me, that is a dotish black man.
Pastor Google, and this guy who always calling in and talking about corrupt regime and this and how we living and how I want him even to tune on his phone if he does be on Facebook or if he does watch anything from across the world and see the condition other people living in, right? And continue to talk about we people suffering over here. We are suffering, you know. Tell this man get off of the radio because we are suffering. All right? If you see the state of other people and other country, look at it. Get up 12 o'clock in the night and watch channel 12. If you don't have a proper phone or you can't get it in the proper way, you must have a TV. Okay? You have no sense whatsoever, man. None at all. Talk about we suffering here and all kind of thing.
You're saying them youths and them waiting on the PDP and the UNC. But you waiting on the block for your man and them. You ain't wash off for the day.
What's this? Wash? Nah. Okay.
Pastor Google, if I tell you something, you don't believe I'm going to tell you again. This is the same guy here just now. You see that youth man over there? And have an adult, I fixing some vehicles for him. And he say he have vans, he have trucks, he have all sort of equipment and things. And you know, he can't get no sort of work again because of PNM take over and he get, you know he tell me? He said when the UNC was in power, I say get contract from this one, I say eat up food for them. Yeah, I was eating food, I didn't care if she was thieving or not, I was eating up food, boy. Right now everything, I ain't getting nothing. My contractors can't give me nothing at all. Because they said it is hard, I am nothing. I want Kamala come back and because yeah, I was eating up food, boy.
right, Trinidad and Tobago. So there's where I have to say my goodbyes and thank you all very much for being a part of the program. All right. All I can say to you guys is let's continue to pray for Trinidad and Tobago, eh? Because at the end of the day, we have to stand up. We have to stand up for something, or else we will fall for anything. All right. So be safe, and talk to you guys tomorrow, please God, where we continue to have a constructive talk in Trinidad and Tobago. Have a blessed one.
Necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Tune in to the Street 919 FM every Thursday from 10:05 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. for the program Straight and Narrow, The Way of Life, The Health Store, being brought to you by Mrs. Arlene Collins Mohammed. For more information, check us out on Facebook.